Well, good evening, Lakewood wrestling fans. We are here at Lakewood High School, where we're going to have the Mariner Marauders and the Lakewood Cougars in a wrestling match. Granite Falls Tigers were supposed to be here tonight, and they have not arrived, so we're not sure if Granite's coming or not. We're not quite sure what we're going to see. So if you hang in there with us as we go along, we will be bringing you all of the action. We're going to have wrestling action tonight, I'm told. I just don't know how soon and when it is going to start. Thanks for being with us tonight as we bring you our first wrestling match of the season. We had one scheduled for last week and it was canceled, and now we're going to try and bring this one to you, and hopefully we'll be able to get most of it. So I know that we have some sound. I know we had some sound issues last Friday night at the basketball game, but I think we got that figured out. And I'm going to be joined tonight by, as always, for our wrestling matches, by Chad Hudson. And here comes Chad now up to the scorer's table. He's going to fill us in on what's going on.
So
Chad, welcome tonight. Welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. So it looks like tonight we are supposed to have a match between Lakewood and Mariner and Granite Falls. We've been waiting for Mariner Falls to show up.
Granite Falls,
I'm sorry. And
Mariner's going to have lots of falls tonight, but that's not the name of their school.
So what we're doing right now is since Granite has not showed up, we're trying to, two coaches for Mariner and Lakewood are trying to put together several matches so everybody can get their mat time, since we haven't been able to chance to wrestle all through December, so get as much of the mat time as we can for these kids. And so we're just trying to get things put together, and probably in about 15 minutes or so, 15, 20 minutes, we're going to get things rolling and get this match started.
Any chance, do we know if Granite's going to be able to show up tonight, or if they didn't have it on their schedule, or if they're just stuck in the snow?
We have no idea. We know that Coach O'Hara had talked to Granite's coach last night, and that's the last we know of that. And they were supposed to be here, and we just haven't seen them. So they could be stuck up in the snow and can't get out.
So it looks like we've got 9 wrestlers on the match right now, warming up for Mariner. One of them is doing cartwheels right now. Actually, they're all doing cartwheels right now. There's another Mariner wrestler in the stands, and so it looks like we may have 10 matches tonight of some sort or another. And you said, Coach O'Hara said we're going to start in about 15 minutes. So we're going to turn the mics off. We're going to be on mute, and we'll be back for the start of the match. Thanks for joining us tonight on the live stream. We'll be bringing you all the action from Lakewood High School's gymnasium, where we're going to have at least the Mariner Marauders and the Lakewood Cougars, and maybe a few Granite Falls Tigers will trickle in. Well, it's been about 15, 20 minutes now since we last gave you an update. The update is Granite Falls is still not here. Mariners warming up on the mat, and we're going to try to get an update for you on this start time. So it looks like Mariner is going to go over to their bench. They're done with their warm-up. Don't have the Lakewood wrestlers probably out back in the wrestling room warming up. And so it looks like we're getting about ready to start. So we're going to go back on mute for a few minutes, and it looks like start time is maybe less than 5 minutes. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's wrestling match, scheduled to be the Lakewood Cougars versus the Granite Falls Tigers and the Mariner Marauders, as we talked earlier. For some reason, we do not have the Granite Falls team here. Not quite sure why. I know I'm here with Chad Hudson tonight. Dale Leach bringing the broadcast. Ball team seen on the back end. Got Laura Leach on the monitor. Melanie Irish taking tickets tonight, giving Keith Tronson the night off. So, Chad, how are we doing tonight?
We're doing pretty good. It's actually nice going to have these kids get out on the mat and actually get some action and get some mat time. They haven't been able to do this for quite a while right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure this team has wrestled in a competitive match since before the holiday break, when there was a tournament that they were at with a number of teams that were shut down with the COVID virus. Now for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
led by Coach O'Hara. And so this may actually be, because the last Friday night was canceled, we're going to go to Coach O'Hara on the floor for the announcement, because he thinks this might be his last match at home, although they do have another one scheduled for Thursday.
Mark and Joe.
So he said he called out the three seniors, and it's Elizabeth, Punchy, Mike, and Joe.
All right, so I'm just going to quickly say something about each one of them really quick. Punchy O'Hara, give a hand. I kind of like the kid, even though he punches more than anybody else. He'll be wrestling at college next year. We're looking at Lassen College down in Northern California, Big Bend, maybe some other ones, and you know, he's had a great career. I'm not gonna get into it because we're supposed to have it on Thursday, and hopefully that still happens. Elizabeth is wrestling next year at Corbin in Oregon, and also on a scholarship there, so give her a huge hand. Joe Scott will be going to Doane in Nebraska, and I believe he's going to be walking on there as a wrestler too, aren't you? Yep, so 3 college wrestlers right there, that's pretty huge. Mark came to us this year. He happened to be in my class, and now he's out. Anyways, he's made huge improvements, especially for such a messed up year. You know, I wish we had him for like all 4 years or something. Let's give Mark a big hand. And Ryan, same thing. He came to us late and really, actually, just loves wrestling. And I love that about him. He's mad when he can't do something or he doesn't get a match, and he just wants to compete. I'm really proud of him for that. Keep it up, bud. Kayla, Joe's girlfriend. But then she came in last year, it turned out, but didn't quite fit. This year she was determined to make it fit, and we're really proud of her for sticking it out and doing a good job.
So,
Lee Wrestling College, yeah, it's a pretty good average, I was gonna say. Anyways, congratulations, guys.
that's Coach O'Hara with 6 seniors he's acknowledging, 3 going on to wrestle in college, and we're going to see a couple of them wrestle tonight. It doesn't look like their ladies are going to be wrestling tonight.
Pounds is Jason Klein and Rodney Kapanis. And I apologize if I don't say your names correctly.
Rodney Kapanis and Jason Klein are up first at 1:13. So Chad, here we go. We're about to get underway.
Time to have some fun and see these kids have some action and see what we can do.
All right, so the referees are checking in at the scorer's table. The officials in the center match. One of the wrestlers will wear the red anklet, the other one will wear the green one, and that's how the points will be scored, as the referee has the red wristband and the green wristband on each arm. So Jason will be wrestling red, Daniel will be wrestling green. At the 113 match, we have 3 2-minute rounds, and it's an aggregate points total. There's an individual total in which each wrestler wins the individual match, and then there's a team score where you get 6 points for a pin, 3 points for a regular win, and 5 points for a
major decision.
For a major decision.
Or a technical near fall.
So Daniel's got him up in the air and he takes him down. That's 2 points for the takedown. He's trying to get control now on his back.
Daniel's trying to get him rolled over right now. He's got pretty good control.
Looking to walk him over. Jason's doing a great job of keeping his knees and shoulders pinned to the mat.
He's also got that left leg out, giving him that extra support so he can't get himself rolled over. So Daniel had both hands over the head, which is illegal. It's almost like a full Nelson. So they'll start him over, give him a warning this time.
So that's his first warning, and they gave Daniel a 3rd point. He got 2 for the takedown. He got the 3rd for, we don't call it riding time anymore. They call it control time.
No, they fixed that. They actually gave our Lakewood wrestler a point for the 2 points.
For the illegal hold.
For the illegal hold.
All right, so 2-1 now, 1:19 left to go in the first period, but they do not have the clock running, so this period is going to go for a little longer than 2 minutes.
Lakewood's trying to fight to get out of this. He can't get those hands unlocked, and Daniel from Mariner decides to just put him down to the mat one more time. Keeps that control going.
So the clock still has not started yet, so it'll be interesting to see how long this period goes before anybody down either at the scorer's bench, the coaching staff, or the official notices. Jason's again trying to get out of that hole. Daniels keeps control. Looks like he's trying to get him back down again. Oh, the referee blew his whistle and they started the clock. So 2 seconds went off that time. It's going to be a long first round here tonight, Chad.
We're just making it a little bit extra so these kids can get some more mat time, but everybody's having a little bit of rust in their system trying to get things going without all this started up as early as we have. This is like we're basically starting at the beginning of the season.
Daniels really had control of this match so far. He's been, since that first takedown, consistently on Jason's back.
Jason continues to fight though. He tries to get out. He's not letting him get to his back. Oh!
Looking for the cradle.
Trying to lock it up. Jason keeps fighting though.
He's got to be in great shape because this round is going to go about a minute longer. Oh, got the cradle. Oh, he just about had him on the shoulder.
Extra long period helped him out there.
Another 2 points, now 2-point reversal.
So because we ran that period just a little extra longer, we got a little bit extra action out of that.
Now my calculation says it should be 4-2 Mariner. Scoreboard says 3-3, and that is the end of the first round. So
referee will go over to the table. He'll check the score. He might even help associate with them and get them to kind of change the thing to what you probably are correct and the score should be.
So as the referee debates the score after round one, never good when they're having an eraser in the scoreboard.
We've got an eraser and 5 people. We will hopefully get this dialed into the right score of what it should be here. Tonight we are running more on just a bout system. They're not going to be keeping any team scores for this because the teams are just so small for Mariner, and Granite was supposed to be here anyway that they're going to run multiple matches and some of our Lakewood wrestlers will only get 1 match, while most of the Mariners wrestlers will get 2. So they really decided just to not keep any team scores for this and decided just to let it kind of run and just get these kids some mat time.
And now we've got it 4-3 on the scoreboard, Lakewood's lead. Now one of the Mariner coaches has come over to get involved in it since O'Hara's had his say and Lakewood got ahead. We'll see if the Mariner coach can come over and get the score changed
to where we might think it actually should be lying.
Now the referee is showing the Mariner coach what he thinks what the score is and why. Now Coach O'Hara says it should be 3-3.
I think as long as everybody agrees with the situation, I think we'll be okay and we should be able to continue the match.
Well, I feel sorry for the 2 wrestlers out there who warmed up, wrestled around, and now are standing around.
But probably nice to have a little break after that extra long first period. people think it's pretty easy to go just a full 2 minutes on the mat when you're just kind of thinking you're rolling around, but they're
Okay,
exuding a
now
lot
it's
of energy.
5-3 Mariner. All right, so Daniel's now leading over Jason 5-3. I thought it was 4-3. O'Hare thought it was 3-3. But here we go, round 2. They flipped the coin. Daniel won the flip, so he's chosen to be down. So Jason will be on his back. Chad, tell us what's going on here.
So we're in starting the second round with Daniel on the bottom. Lakewood's on top trying to actually get the... Oh, Daniel escaped out of that. Couldn't quite keep him down and trying to get control of it.
So that's a point for Daniel. He leads 6-3 now.
Daniel's got a single leg here. Got a takedown out of it. So now we have 8-3 with Daniel.
So again, Daniel spent a lot of time on Jason's back in the first round. Let's see if, but he's unable to control him. He almost had him in a cradle. He got a call for a penalty for the full Nelson. Let's see what he can do this time.
Daniel's just trying to figure out what's his best method to try to get him rolled over.
Going for the cradle again. No, giving up on that. Well, and there's an escape for Jason. So 8-4 now. 57 seconds left to go here in round 2.
And Jason's actually got a shot on that single leg right now. Daniel kind of defends it off. And now Daniel's taking control of a single leg. And got the takedown for it right there.
All right, so Daniel now leads 10-5, 10-4. 30 seconds left to go here in round 2 in the 113-pound bout. Jason Klein for Lakewood in the maroon singlet.
The ref's going to keep an eye on this if there isn't any action that's going to be happening here, but he'll probably let it go, but they'd have to stall him out and bring him back to starting position.
And that is the round. So 10-4 after 2 rounds. Daniel Kapua, they said, is that right? Over Jason Klein.
I believe you are correct.
And now Lakewood is, Jason gets to choose, and he's going to choose up. And this is where we started round 2 with the Mariner wrestler down, and he was able to get an escape early on and a takedown. So leading 10-4, he's in the down position, and he immediately gets to his feet, and he hasn't gotten free yet for an escape, but there he gets 2 points for a reversal. So 2 more points for the Mariner wrestler.
And again, he's trying to get that control and try to get him rolled over to his back.
He's been the dominant wrestler tonight. He's got to be frustrated he hasn't been able to get that pin.
You can see him looking for anything he can just to try to get him bent over. Listening to everybody on the sidelines and the teammates, shouting what he should do. So there's got to be some frustration that he can't just get what he wants.
It's always fun when the wrestler stops in the middle and looks at his coach for instructions. It's like, yeah, I'm feeling pretty comfortable here. Yep. What are you saying to me?
Daniel's got that cradle locked up right now. Jason's trying to kick his way out of it. He's getting some near fall points.
Looks like Daniel's leg, though, is going to prevent Jason from both. Oh, there, maybe.
He's trying to keep it under there so he can't keep it because he's got to try to get that other air. Now he's got...
And that's going to be a 3-point near fall for the Mariner wrestler. And now a reversal for Jason Klein. And it's 15-6 with under a minute to go.
45 seconds left in this match. See if Jason can actually... Jason's got control of this right now. See if he can get Daniel rolled over.
Jason's looking for control. It would be quite the upset turnaround in this if Jason was able to get Daniel on his back here in the final 30 seconds, but that's exactly what he's looking to do. Okay, so there's 19 seconds left on the clock. Elizabeth Alillo went out and tapped the ref. Referee blows the whistle, says that's the match. So the clock must have started late again.
Maybe they kept a better control of the clock this time on that round, and we're just starting, and everybody's kind of got rust, and we're trying to figure this whole thing out.
And the ladies at the scores table are working hard. So Mariner wins the first match 15-6, and now at 1:13, and now here's the second match of the evening. Let's go down to the announcers to get the names of the wrestlers.
Up next at 132 pounds, we have Taylor Brock and Gregory Stewart. On deck at 145 pounds, we have Punchy O'Hara and Noel.
So the 132 match is going to feature Lakewood's Taylor Brock.
And Gregory
whose last name we didn't catch. We don't have a roster tonight, so we'll just be bringing it as we come along. So 132, here we go, Taylor Brock.
Taylor's making the first aggressive move. Trying to see if trying to get the slide by, see if he can get something.
Well, he's got it around the back, and he takes her down with a slam. 2 points for a takedown. That almost looked like he tried to break his back over his leg. Boy, immediately got him to his back.
Got him to his back, but didn't quite have control. Didn't quite get on top of him there. He's got to keep walking at her. Now
he
he's got
rolled
to
him
walk
over. This is dangerous for the Mariner wrestler.
He should have pretty good control if he.
He's going to at least get 3 points for the near fall here.
Yep. Should have a 3-point near fall on that.
Referee has not given any points yet.
It's because we've got continuing action, so now...
There's the 3 points for the near fall. So 5 points now for Taylor early on. 54 seconds to go here in round one of our 132 bout. Gregory's trying to get up, but Taylor's just too strong for him.
It's just pretty much dominating this. Trying to get control of those legs and trying to get him to roll over any way he can.
There, he got him over again. Oh,
but didn't quite have enough control to just be able to keep him on his back.
Now he's got him. And again, referee's counting for control. This will be another near fall.
He's got good control of that leg too to try to keep him immobile.
10 seconds to go. See if Brock can get the pin in the last 10 seconds. He's not going to be able to. And so another 3 points, and it's 8-0 after one. The Lakewood wrestler really dominated that round.
Yep, Gregory from Mariner got out of there. He actually fought his way through and actually made it through that first period. So Taylor chooses neutral for Lakewood. So we're going to start up again.
I think he just wants the takedown. Oh! He almost got the takedown. He almost got caught. Now he's back on top. Really good move by the Mariner wrestler after he was able to get his foot taken to jump in there and grab Taylor Brock's legs.
Just decided to make that quick reaction, but then he got caught himself, and now he's trying to fight to keep that shoulder off the mat and not get pinned.
So 2 points for the takedown for Brock. So he leads 10-0. He's just 3 points away from the technical win.
5 points.
He's got 15, yeah. I was already counting there's the pin.
There's an actual pin.
So Taylor Brock at the 132 match pins the Mariner opponent, Gregory, and now Punchy O'Hara is going to be up for the Cougars. That pin was at 137 of the second round. He was just too much for the Mariner wrestler.
Well, the Mariner wrestler did fight pretty good. He made it through a period and a half there. Just didn't quite have enough for that one.
All right, here we go. Match number 3. This is the 145 bout, and they're off the mat.
Already
and again, that mat now has slipped away. It needs to be readjusted at some point, but not yet, I guess. And I don't remember the name of the Mariner wrestler when they announced him before this bout. 2 points for a takedown.
I would imagine we should be around 145.
145, I think, yes.
Punchy's got control, but he let the Mariner wrestler go, so that's 1 point for an escape for Mariner.
So 2-1 Punchy leads here, 1:15 to go in the first round.
Punchy has a 2-leg takedown.
That's going to be 2 more for a takedown as the Mariner wrestler came in very aggressive. Punchy just stood him up and threw him on his back. Now has control. 54 seconds is a long time to fight Punchy off in that position.
Mariner's doing a good job of fighting though. He's rolling around trying to keep it off.
I think this is it. I don't think he's gonna get out of this one.
Punchy's doing good. There we go.
There it is. Punchy O'Hara with the pin at 1:29 of the first round. He had a 4-1 lead in the match before he comes up with the pin. Now, had we been scoring, that would have been 6 points for the Cougars, and they'd actually have a 15-0 lead at this point. But who's counting?
I guess you are.
I guess I am.
Up now at 152 pounds is Connor Schuler and Eric Lopez. On deck at 160 pounds is Chris Alva and Theo Waltmer.
Connor Schuler for Lakewood. That's what they said, yes?
Yes.
All right. So we're at the 152, they said?
Yep. We're at 152. Connor's coming in and got him tied up in the center. Both of them are looking to figure it out.
The Cougars have done a nice job tonight. When Mariners tried to shoot the leg for those single leg takedowns, they've done a great job of stepping out of it. By the way, it would be 12-3. Mariner won the first bout of the night.
There you go.
But there's another single leg takedown.
Mariner had an attempt and try, but
Connor's got him down, got 2 points for the takedown. So 30 seconds into the match, Connor's got a 2-0 lead. They're off the mat, they're going to recenter. Green is down, so that's the Mariner wrestler will be down.
Lakewood gets in position, waits for the ref to allow him to get on top, get set.
And Connor is going to try and put him right down on his shoulders right away, grabbing that leg. Now he's going to try to just hold him down, bulldog him, got him to his back. 2 points for the Lakewood wrestler.
Near fall, but then we reverse it around and get a 2-point takedown from Mariner.
2 points for the reversal, so Connor now leads 4-2.
Connor's in trouble right now. He's got himself caught in a...
Hard to tell who's got the advantage here, but it looks like Connor's going to try and get him on his back right there. Very close.
Very close.
4-4 now,
back on his
6-4. The points are coming fast and furious now.
Mariners getting some serious arching action trying to stay off the mat.
15 seconds to go, and that's a pin. So at 1 minute and 49 seconds, Connor pins his Mariner opponent. That's 3 pins in a row for the Cougars, as they would take an 18-3 lead. But who's counting other than me?
Other than you.
Up now is Chris Alba and Theo Walmer. On deck at 195 pounds is Kenny Conklin and Seamus Donovan.
So this is Chris Alba, they said? For
Chris
the
Alba,
Cougars?
correct.
They did not announce the weight, but I'm guessing this is what, 168 maybe?
165, I should believe, or 160.
All right. Next up, we're going to the big boys, 190.
Moving straight on up.
And were we, in a single, if we were in a match where we were keeping points of the totals, they would have forfeits or not forfeits on either side, and each team would score some points for the forfeits. And there's Chris Alba putting him down for
Quick
2.
takedown, straight to the back.
Straight to the back. This is
See if
very
he can
dangerous
control
for this
while he
Mariner
keeps
wrestler.
himself in bounds.
He's trying to get off the mat, but I don't think the referee's going to let him get off the mat and escape.
That's
And
a
there's
quick
the pin at 23 seconds. Chris Alba with the pin of the Mariner wrestler. So short work of the Mariner wrestler.
Nice job with a nice control and takedown and quick to the back and keeping those feet in as you got him pinned.
You don't often see someone going straight with the takedown right to the back. Usually you'll see the takedown and then maybe they'll get down to their stomach or to
At
their shoulder,
195
their
pounds, we
front,
have Kenny Conklin and
or their
Seamus
side.
Donovan.
But he went straight down to his
On
back.
deck,
That's
Joe
correct. You don't really get to see
Scott
that
and
that
Anthony
often.
Martone.
So this is Kenny Conklin now for the Cougars. It's Kenny versus Seamus. They yelled Seamus. At least the Mariner side said, let's go Seamus.
Okay.
So I'm guessing this is Seamus.
We'll go with the Seamus.
His
We're having
ankle
trouble with
is,
the.
too small for the thickness of the leg there.
That's
So-
okay. Referee, I think, can figure out who's red and green.
Oh,
Got
the
another
trip.
quick takedown with
Right
straight to the back again. That's 2 in a row.
That's just a step-through trip that you might see on the schoolyard.
And
there's
another
the
quick
pin.
pin.
12 seconds into the match, Kenny Conklin puts down Seamus for the pin. Now we're fixing the match. That's good.
Looks like Coach O'Hara is fixing the mat. Specifically for you, I believe.
I hope so, because I was really bothered by that.
Up next at 220 pounds is Joe Scott and Anthony Martone.
Joe Scott for the Cougars, Anthony Martone
On
for
deck
the
also
Marauders.
at 220 pounds is Jimmy Conklin and Angel Reynolds.
And so we've got the 220 match here. We're going to have a second 220 match after this. And here we go. Joe Scott for the Cougars. Cougars have 4 straight pins, 5 straight pins
5, I believe.
in all of the first round, I believe.
Yes.
And they keep getting earlier and earlier. Well, Joe's not going to beat that record because we're more than 12 seconds into this match.
That would have been a hard one to beat at 12 seconds. That's a pretty quick pin. Both our wrestlers out here are trying to figure it out. Joe's
he's got it down to the back.
Got to go to his back.
And
Trying to get that
count.
squeeze up.
And there's 2 points for the takedown.
Now he's just looking to see if he can get it squeezed out and get those shoulders down. And, get the
and
pin.
There's that pin. So not quite 12 seconds, but
under a minute.
42 seconds and another pin. Joe Scott that time with the pin for the Cougars. And I believe that's their 6th pin in a row. Maybe it's only their 5th.
We've got another 220-pound match coming up here.
Up next at 220 pounds, we have Jimmy Conklin and Angel Ramos.
Angel Ramos for Mariner and
Jimmy Conklin.
Jimmy Conklin. Okay, Jimmy. Couldn't quite understand the name. You know, we should probably, if we do this Thursday, we should probably find a roster.
That would probably be a great idea.
All right, we'll see if we can't work on that, Kay, for Thursday. Kay Thronson, our excellent athletic secretary. Who's not here tonight because the fabulous Melanie Irish is here instead.
And Lakewood's again got another quick takedown. And Mariner is trying to fight to stay the shoulders off the mat.
He's going to have to readjust his hold from where he is. He's not going to be able to get that other shoulder down.
No, he's got to.
He's going to have to walk.
He's got to walk it around.
But it's hard to give up that position where you are. I mean, my goodness.
Mariner's got half his body twisted, so Lakewood's having a real difficulty trying to get that other shoulder down.
He's locking him. Oh, he rolled over, but 3 points for the near fall, and he remains in control. And the escape, 1 point.
Escape for Mariner.
That's 1 minute in the match. That's the first time we've been through more than a minute in a match in quite a while.
Each opponent has each other's leg, trying to figure out if each of them can get it. It looks like Mariner wins out in that one and gets the step behind for another 2-point takedown.
So 5-3 now, Lakewood's leading in the match. The Mariner coach continues to yell underneath the arms, and the Mariner wrestler continues to hold on to a leg and a neck.
He really, really wants that cradle is what it's looking like to me. These kids love that cradle.
He's not listening to his coach. 9 seconds left to go here in the first round.
Not like our earlier match where we could just look up and pay attention to the coach while we're wrestling.
And that's the end of the first round. So Lakewood leads 5-3 here after 1 round. And this is the first time we've gotten into round 2 since, I believe, Taylor Brock, but he ended up with the pin in the second round.
I believe you are correct.
Because I think he went neutral, and then he went right to the Mariner wrestler's back, and it was over.
Yep.
So we got a warning here.
It's like maybe a little bit too much aggression.
Anytime the referee wags your finger at you, you know you're probably not doing something right.
I didn't see it, but it could have been a little bit too much of a hard slap to the head when he was trying to grab it, and just something they'll give him a warning about this time. Mariner's trying to get that.
That is a funky looking position for that leg. And Lakewood's on top.
Lakewood's got to slide.
Points yet for the takedown. They say he's not in control.
Behind. Now he's got control. Now he's got the takedown.
Now 2 points, so he now leads 7-3. 1:15 to go here in the second round of this 220-pound match.
And your Lakewood wrestler's looking for that. Oh, he's trying to give up the cradle, looked for control. Now he's. Referee's warning him to watch that hand on the face.
Well, he's locked now. I didn't think you could lock your hands like that.
That is legal.
They're all yelling, watch out for the cradle. That's exactly what the Cougar wrestlers are going to try to get. 30 seconds left to go here in round 2.
Can he get it wrapped up in 30 seconds and keep him in bounds? Got short time here.
That's outside of the mat, and we're going to have to reset it. 12 seconds left to go in the round. The Lakewood wrestler is ahead, 7-3. I believe it's Jimmy. They keep yelling Jimmy, so the Lakewood wrestler, Jimmy Conklin, we thought?
I believe so.
Conklin? I like Jimmy. We'll just go with Jimmy.
Jimmy. I like Jimmy.
And he puts him right down immediately. 8 seconds.
Got really good
him in a
control on
headlock,
that.
but it's probably not going to help because
No, I think we're going to be moving into round 3.
Well, we're going to go into round 3 for the first time since the first bout when Daniel Caputa and Jason Klein wrestled. That match went to the Mariner wrestler, the only time the Mariners scored tonight, if you're keeping score, which I am.
Jimmy gets himself set on top of Mariner. It's ready. Lakewood's trying to figure out what he should do here. Looking for something. Mariner's trying to get out.
Now they're both going to try to get behind to gain control, and Jimmy does it.
Jimmy
He won't get
maintains
2
control.
points for the takedown because he was already on top.
He's already in control. He just maintains that control. Mariners coaches are trying to encourage their wrestler to get some action in, get some movement. Try to get up and out of there.
Looking for an angle. Now going for that leg and shoulder hold, maybe into the cradle. 1 minute to go here in the match. Trying to get him rolled over with the half Nelson in the leg. It's not working. I'm not sure what the green fist in the air means other than maybe he's stalling.
Needs to have some action for Mariner is what he's saying. If not, it's going to be a
Jimmy's
foul call.
rolling him. He's got him 2/3 of the way over.
Got 34 seconds to try to finish this.
He's got him. He's got
trying to
the
get
other
that.
leg. Oh,
No.
he loses it.
Working it again.
Still
He's trying
working
to
it. Got another reset. 15 seconds left.
Got
3
another.
points for the near fall. 10 seconds left. 10-3. Jimmy's ahead here in bout 220. And that is the bout. So it's not a pin, breaks the pin streak, but it is a win for the Cougars as they win 10-3 here in the second 220-pound match.
Both wrestlers took it all the way. They look pretty tired after that one, for sure.
Now it looks like we may have 2 Lakewood wrestlers. No?
This looks to be like we do have 2 Lakewood wrestlers wrestling at a heavyweight bout. Again, they're trying to get as many matches for these kids as possible. Mariner
nice
doesn't
to-
have any heavyweight, so
Nice to have a couple of names. Don't often see a wrestler wrestling a t-shirt. But here we go. We're not gonna be able to call the names, I'm sorry, but we just aren't gonna be able to.
If we don't get it, we'll call it Lakewood in a singlet and Lakewood in shorts.
Or orange shoes versus blue shoes. I wonder how many times these guys have got at each other in practice. Similar weights?
Probably quite a bit. Your orange shoes is looking for Lakewood, is looking pretty much as a solid aggressor on this and had a lot of activity, but then he got caught.
Aggressive. 2 points for the blue shoes. And he got for the takedown. And no escape there. So while the original Lakewood wrestler in the orange shoes really was the aggressor, he was almost too aggressive and he got off balance and it was used against him.
And he got caught. So our blue shoes is now in control for Lakewood and trying to walk him around. Trying to get out here. We're under a minute left to go in our first period.
Oh, and now the reversal for the orange shoes, and he's on back in control with 38 seconds to go here in the period. So after having really been in trouble,
and now he's got him on his back.
He's close. What a turnaround that is.
Look at that.
What a reversal of fortune. And there's the pin. So the original aggressor comes out, hits on his back, is in trouble, but
turns
cannot be denied.
And reverses it into a pin.
So not sure what's going on here with Mariner. They're still sitting here. You would think if we're going to wrestle a bunch of exhibitions between Lakewood kids, Mariner would get dressed and leave.
106 pounds is Jason Klein and Christian Johnson.
So this is Jason Klein's second bout.
120 pounds is David Gray
Christian
and
Johnson?
Gregory Stewart.
So this is, I guess Mariner is wrestling. So I guess they were just wrestling the upper weights, Lakewood versus Lakewood. That must have been the, what, 260?
That's heavyweights. It's anything over the 220.
Okay. So now we're back to 106. Answers my question of why Mariner was still there, waiting for it to roll around to them.
Not often around you get to see the actual 106 kids come out. Both kids coming out aggressive, looking like they're trying to get something tied up.
And off the match. Gonna reset, both sides up, no points, 10 seconds in.
Lakewood could have had a takedown out of that, but too bad it was just out of bounds. Mariner drives forward, trying to get something out of this. Gets spun around.
Ooh, that leg's in a funny position.
He's got that single leg sucked up, but he doesn't have quite the control of it yet.
Oh.
Lakewood turns around, and if he can get himself free and behind, then he's got the 2-point takedown. There we go.
So while initially the aggressor was the Mariner wrestler, the Lakewood wrestler was able to get out of that with his legs and turn it into a takedown on his own.
Lakewood's got a cradle going out of this. We might see another pin here.
And there's the pin. At the 53-second mark, Jason Klein is going to pin his Mariner opponent at the 106 mark. Again, it's just nice these guys are getting on the mat. You know, there's been a while since they've been able to do it with COVID. This is one of the sports that is really been heavily impacted by the
Up next
virus.
at 120 pounds is David Gregory.
Our athletes are having to test 3 times a week in order to participate, including prior to the match today. Now it's Eric Lopez versus, I didn't catch the other name.
I missed that one too. But it is nice to see them out here. I imagine all these kids are probably getting a little tired of wrestling each other in practice and not being able to actually have somebody in some other team to see what they can actually do against some of the competition that's local around here.
Looks like this may be the second match for this Mariner wrestler. All right, so whatever that conversation was, here we go, ready for the bout.
Lakewood's got a single leg. He's got it picked up. See if he can get a trip and get that takedown. There, he's got the trip and the takedown.
2 points for the takedown, right to his back. 2 for a near fall, so that's 4 points for the Cougar.
Mariner quickly got to his belly after that. Saved himself from the pin. Lakewood's trying to walk himself around, see if he can get him to flip over to that back and try to get that pin out of this.
Got up to his feet, but still in control, back down, so no points for the reversal, no points for the step out. 4-point leads, 4-0 for the Cougars. 1 minute now to go here in the first round of this match.
Mariner's fighting hard underneath, but Lakewood is getting some good mat returns when he's showing nice control on top there. Lakewood just looking for that right combination of what he can do to get him over onto his back, and Mariner's trying to figure out how he can get out of this and get back up and start over again.
28 seconds now in the first round. And now onto the back, oh, and out. Still staying on his back. Nope, not getting up. 10 seconds now to go. And 3, 2, 1, and that's the end of the first round. So the Cougars lead 4-0 here after 1 round. So Lakewood won the toss, deferred, so he gets to choose in the third round. And the Mariner wrestler chose to be straight up. Now we're going to have a pause for blood. Here comes trainer Brandon Stott now to do his thing. First time we've called Brandon's name tonight. Usually we talk about him a few more times in the wrestling match because there's always blood.
We tend to get blood once in a while out of this. These kids rolling around on the mat and scuffing each other, and tends to open something up. And then we have to stop it and check it and make sure that's something can be controlled and make sure everything's cleaned and everything's ready to go.
All right, so I got a Band-Aid on the elbow, wiping up the mat. Doesn't look like there's any blood spots on the mat, it's just a scrape. So, start of the second round, 4-0 Lakewood. And again, Lakewood deferred. The Mariner wrestler chose to be up, neutral. And boom, onto his back.
That's too much of an aggressive takedown.
So it's too hard of a takedown. You can't body slam somebody.
No, you have to give them. That's a dangerous throw. What we just had, what we saw there. So that's why you got a 1 point penalty, and we got things stopped, and we get a check. You can see the Mariners kind of just feeling a little bit sore.
You get some time to recover. Trainer Brandon Stott called his name now twice after not mentioning him at all. He'll be ready to check out the wrestler if he needs to. That was a pretty hard fall. It may be that he cannot continue, or because he's moving his arms around like he's pretty sore on his back.
It was definitely a nice throw, but you just can't get them that high and down that hard. If you've got them up, then you got to try to control the body and get it down just a little bit softer than what we saw there. But it's hard when all your adrenaline's pumping.
Well, and that's the difference between high school wrestling and big time wrestling, where that would be applauded to thousands and thousands of screaming fans, thinking that was the best thing they've ever seen.
Exactly.
So 10 seconds into the match of the second round, and now 2 points for a takedown for the Cougars, now leading 6-1.
Again, trying to look if he can see if he can walk him over. Mariners got a good job with that leg up, but then presented him and tried to get a cradle out of that and just rolled it right on back through.
The Lakewood wrestlers definitely got control and is looking for a way to turn him from his shoulders to his back. 1 minute to go here in round number 2. There he goes. He got him on his back.
Oh, almost went too far with it.
Almost, his momentum almost took him too far.
And then he got him.
Now it's a matter of, can you just find that right angle to get the referee to pin him.
Needs to pick that head up and pin that chest down, and that'll force those shoulders.
And there it is. So, 1 minute and 36 seconds into the second round. Lakewood with the pin. And I'm no longer counting.
So we'll find out who we've got coming up here next. We've got 2 wrestlers getting ready, so.
Up next at 160 pounds, we have Mark Nikitenko and Eric Lopez.
Mark Nikitenko for Lakewood. I believe he was one of our seniors that we awarded, honored tonight before the match. Eric Lopez now for Mariner.
Both wrestlers tying up, seeing if they can figure out. Mark's got a single leg takedown straight again to the back. Eric looks to try to fight out of it. Both of them are going to go out of bounds.
So we only scheduled this broadcast to go to 7:30 tonight because we thought it was starting at 6, and these usually last an hour and a half. So in another couple minutes, we're going to be going off the air. With the live stream, we will be done. So that's a lesson learned for us for the next wrestling match. We'll schedule it for a lot longer, anticipating that we may not start on time. So we'll stay with you as long as we can, but we're just warning you that in another couple of minutes, the live stream is going to go off.
Both wrestlers are scrambling right now, trying to get it Mark is trying to figure out how he can get control of Eric and see if he can't get him looking for that cradle right now.
It's 1 minute gone here in the first period. So about the time that this round ends is going to be the time that our broadcast is going to end. I apologize for that.
Well, hopefully we can have a match on Thursday, and maybe we'll have it scheduled for a little bit.
Oh, he got him on his back. Maybe he'll pin him. 19 seconds left in the match. Wouldn't that be a fitting way to end our broadcast?
It certainly would.
It's for a pin and then the end.
But Mariner was able to roll his way out of that, and 6 seconds left until the end of this period.
So Mark's going to lead 6-0 at the end of the first period, and we are out. I apologize for the early departure. For Chad Hudson, I'm Dale Leach. Thanks to Melanie and Kay helping us out tonight. And we'll see you next Thursday night. If you want to know when the next event is, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. We've got basketball, although basketball Friday night's been canceled. Basketball and wrestling this week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.